There we go.
Mate, can't get him down any further.
Mate, the measurements were good, but they sent the twins near, so it's still a better option than barrowing from the front.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Get into it.
Yeah.
There's a couple of key points when you're setting up for a pour, and that is to wet your barrows down. Sorry, mate. And also get plenty of help. That's the main thing.
So we've made our plan that we're going to start from this corner and work our way out that way. That way we're going to be not boxed in at the end, which is going to work perfectly for us now. We've picked a beautiful day here to pour concrete, so we're making sure that our mix isn't too dry, because it will dry fairly quickly on a day like today. You might notice here that I've got this big rod going down into our piers here. I've got that into position so that when the concrete comes in and gets poured in there, I'm going to be using this to really prod and get that concrete down into the hole. If I don't do that, the concrete will sit on top and we won't get that nice consolidated concrete right in our pier. Now, over on the edges here, you can see we've brought in our fascias. We're starting to get them ready. Right along this edge of boxing, a really good tip is to go along with a shovel or a little hammer and give it a tap like that. What that actually does is it helps bring all the air bubbles out of the concrete so that when the boxing gets stripped off, you won't be left with all honeycombed holes in the edge of it. It'll be nice and solid. It'll be ready for our pavers, which will be sticking on the front of this step here, which will make it all the job so much better, easier for us, stronger in the long run.
Well, the pour's going good so far. I love a good day on the concrete. Now, you've got to make sure you get it right, because once this stuff goes off, it's very, very hard to get out and fix up. Now, these guys might make it look really easy, but it is an art form to the screeding. You'll notice little things like him roll his wrists back and forward as he goes through, and his levels there are absolutely perfect just by eye, because he's been doing it for almost 30 years. You'll notice Wayne up the back as well, he's directing traffic, so there's not too much concrete coming behind Mario's heels, so he can drag it back nicely and get it pretty much smooth before he even starts. Love watching these guys.
Well, it's been an absolute success today. Mario's just finishing off the screed in the background there, and I've got James on the bull float. He's just following up, ironing out the little creases. Now, this slab does not have to be perfect. It is a slab for our paving, but what it does need to be is it needs to be strong and hold up the test of time so our paving doesn't sink or crack or anything like that. Now, from here, we'll probably take off the boxing tomorrow, let it dry for 3 or 4 days, and then we can start paving. And I tell you what, I can't wait to see these pavers down. I reckon it's going to make the pool look fantastic.